Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. So, first of all, chosen, there are a lot of people who are disgruntled and really going through a lot of anxiety and emotional turmoil because they're dealing with a lot of negative karma and repeat cycles that they can't seem to overcome or put to rest. And it's creating a lot of anger, envy, jealousy. They're in victimhood mentality, but the really interesting part of this is that they're blaming you. They're blaming you for their setbacks simply because they see you moving forward. So they're assuming that your forward movement is automatically the reason for their setbacks. For a person to think from that angle, that person would have to know that karma is very real. Okay? It's like they're starting to gain some clarity that they could never work up against you without reaping some sort of judgment as a result of it, especially now that you are more consciously aware and you're fighting back. And so pretty much everything that they are attempting to do is flopping. Everything that they invested their time and energy into, it is reaping no harvest whatsoever. But they're trying to unsee this. They don't want to accept the reality of what's going on, and they're trying to act as if they have no clue what direction this is coming from and why they're dealing with the hardships that they are currently dealing with. But they're most definitely trying to say that you went from things barely moving for you to now things are picking up very fast. And so it's almost like they're trying to say that you have become the villain, as if you were not the victim. They're trying to say that you have become the villain because now they're taking all of these losses and you are beginning to move forward. They understand that this is due to karma, but their conscious mind does not want to accept that. Subconsciously, they know, and they're trying to find ways to blind themselves to the reality of their fate. But the fact of the matter is, the Most High Mother and Father and your spiritual team will not allow them to unsee. As much as they want to, they have to see it. They have to recognize that you have done the work. You are worthy of everything that is coming to you at this time, as well as they are also worthy of everything that's coming to them. They're worthy of everything that they are losing. They're worthy of all of the karma that is hitting them. They are worthy of all of the judgments that's being cast upon them because they really operated with a lack of integrity. They tried to work up against you and keep you stuck. They wanted you to feel inferior. And so now there's this anger, there's this aggression that's being projected out into the universe from these karmics, because they want to be free. They don't want to accept that now you get to move forward towards your happiness and you have all of this security and stability. They don't want to accept that you are receiving everything that they tried to withhold or take from you. And when I say take from you, I'm talking about the karmics. This is on a global level, on a personal level. I'm talking about from the entire perspective. This is not just personal. These karmics possess things that never was supposed to belong to them in the first place. They took it under very nefarious means, very deceptive means. They used a lot of spell work and wicked rituals against the chosen in order to hinder you, to hinder your growth, to suppress your creativity, to even harness and try to take your creativity to make it their own and utilize that energy that you didn't even know you possessed, that power, that ability to alchemize and transmute energy. They suppressed all of that, putting smoke screens in front of your eyes while they ran off with your wealth, with your inheritance, with your abundance. And their hopes was that you would remain asleep until the day that you crossed over. Their hopes that not only would you remain asleep, but you would teach your children to remain asleep while they continued to profit off of your ignorance. But what they did not factor in is that time changes, energy changes, planetary alignments shift, and people do wake up. And They did not factor in that here in the age of Aquarius, this is the time of I know, and so everything must be exposed. Everything must be exposed. So a lot of times, for these beings, they was hoping that you would be in this self-loathing energy. You will have committed things and done things behind closed doors that you would be so afraid to speak openly about that they could use it against you later. But this is the thing, the chosen seed, the true chosen seed, you out here expressing testimonies and speaking about things that people are like, wow, I can't even believe that he was bold enough to even say that openly, or that she was bold enough to even profess, or confess these things openly. Why? Because you know who you are. You know who you used to be, and you know who you're becoming. And so no one can take anything from your past and use it as arsenal against you, because you overcame those vices and whatever your carnal nature involved yourself in. You have overcome those things. And so you have healed, you have risen, and you are now in a totally different vibration, a totally different energy. You are so not the person that you used to be, completely disconnected from that old version of yourself. And so they have nothing to use against you. Nothing. You're already activating your gifts. You're already awakening to your creative potential. You are already sitting on your throne. You recognize that you are royalty. You recognize that you do have an inheritance that the Most High is distributing to you in divine timing. You recognize these things. And so fear is no longer an energy that you move from. Their spell work is no longer effective against you, because you recognize that in spite of what somebody else's intentions are for your life, your intentions for your life are far more powerful than someone else's intentions. So you are clear that they can send you the evil eye. They can do rituals against you. They can even work up against you in groups. They can do all of these things, and it can't touch you. It's far less powerful than the will that the Most High has for you, as well as the intentions that you put out there for yourself. And so now all of the things that they tried to do to block you has backfired badly. Okay? Badly. And so a lot of these beings, they're trying to come up with ways. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to plan. They're trying to strategize, but they're coming up with nothing. They are coming up with zero solutions on how to get out of the karma that they have created for themselves, largely because this has been going on for far too long. It's been going on for far too long. And so the inheritance is being given back to the rightful owner in every area of life, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, sexually. Your inheritance is being given back to you in every area of your life. What was stolen is now being given back. Why? Because you called it back in. You reclaimed your inheritance, your birthright, and your sovereignty. You called back your energy from the north, south, east, and west, from all spirits and beings. You called back your wisdom. You activated your DNA. You begin to access your Akashic records. You know who you are. You begin to connect with your ancestors again. You did the generational curse breaking. You have been healing yourself, your offspring. You have set aside all falsehood and illusions that have been fed to you by the powers that were. And so because of this, great things are coming into your life, an overflow. I'm telling you, as y'all watch the system fall, you're going to watch everything in your life is going to shift in a more positive direction. Like, you're going to be surprised and overwhelmed with gratitude and good emotions on how the Most High is just moving things on your behalf to show you that all of the effort and everything that you did, everything that you overcame, it was not in vain. It was not in vain. The faith that you maintain, the fact that you continue to pray, the fact that you continue to think positively, the fact that you continue to still do good deeds for others in spite of your circumstances, the Most High is rewarding the chosen seed all across the four corners of the globe while we sit back and watch the enemy crumble in every aspect of existence. There is most definitely a turning over that is taking place right now. And when we talk about a separation, the separation has already taken place. So now we are seeing the results of the prayers that you have been putting out into the universe is now beginning to manifest here in the 3D plane. As above, so below. And so because that energy that your enemies tried to send out into the universe towards you, because it can no longer touch you, it's now hitting them. And they can't even handle what they tried to send your way. They can't handle it. So just know things are getting ready to pick up in great ways for you. You're finally picking yourself back up. You are healing. You have overcome the conflict and the competition and those who tried to keep you, in illusions and confused about who you are and what you came here to do. You are gaining full clarity about these things, and you are using that truth to speak truths. Okay. You are exposing people. You are exposing things. You are making judgment calls. And they can try to avoid judgment as much as they want to, because, see, a lot of these people, they're embarrassed because on the surface, they try to present themselves to be one way. But behind closed doors, they was the most wicked of them all. And so all of that is being exposed. The masks are being taken off of every establishment, every person, every spiritual being, every whoever. It doesn't matter. Family, friends, lovers. It does not matter. Everyone is being exposed, and everyone that worked up against a chosen seed is being judged. This is not a game. And if people think it's a game, I guess they gonna find out. Because they was laughing, they was jolly, they was merry, they was celebrating, out drinking, taking shots, dancing. They really thought that it was just one big party and that they will forever remain in a position of power and superiority over the chosen seed as long as they continue to keep a blindfold over your eyes and prevent you from coming into remembrance of who you are. They had their time of celebration. So all they got now is memories. Okay, so they better reach back in their memory bank, because from this point on, there is no more celebration. There is no more happiness. There is no more wealth. All of that is being removed and stripped from them. They are being stripped naked in front of the world, stripped bare, down to absolutely nothing. And they can't hide it. They can't hide it. So they just have to face their fate. So that's my message for you all. Beautiful things are coming for you, chosen. So keep going. I love you. I'll talk to y'all next time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below.